Hey guys, so the first thing we're going to cover in this series on walleye fishing in the Ozarks is the rods and reels that you need. I feel like if you have these two rods, that you're going to be able to do pretty much everything that you need to do to effectively catch walleye here in the Ozarks. So those two rods are both in the Falcon Lowrider series. One is the drop shot, one is the shaky head. The drop shot is a 6-foot 9-inch medium light. So that light action tip allows me to have a lot of extra sensitivity, and it also allows me to throw those small lightweight baits a lot further into the wind. So this is my number one rod. I'm going to pair that with a 2500 series reel. I pair all of my rods with a 2500 series reel. 10 or 12 pound braided line. The braided line is super important in my opinion. It allows you to throw further, and more importantly, it gives you better sensitivity. A lot of times that walleye bite's a really soft bite, and you need every bit of sensitivity that you can get to feel those bites and be able to set the hook. The other thing is, a lot of times here in the Ozarks, we're fishing walleye, even during the spawn, we're still fishing them in 17 to 25 feet of water. You need a lot of force to get that hook set properly. So I don't want my line to stretch at all. So I feel like braid is an absolute must-have if you're going to walleye fish here. So that's my first rod, 6'9", medium light. It's that Falcon Lowrider drop shot rod. The second rod that we're gonna use is the Falcon Lowrider shaky head rod. This is a 6'10" medium, so a little bit stiffer, still a really sensitive rod, but this is what I'm going to use for jerk baits, bigger swim baits, Lindy rigs, trolling, things like that. And we'll get into all of those techniques. If you don't know what any of those are, that's okay. In this series, we're going to cover all those. This rod is again paired with a 2500 series reel and a 12 pound braid. And then we'll tie off all of those to fluorocarbon. Anytime we're using braid, we're going to tie a fluorocarbon leader. So we'll get into that as well. But 10 or 12 pound braid, and then our leaders is going to go anywhere from 10 pound line to 6 pound fluorocarbon. I'm using the Seaguar 101 for my leader material. So those are the rods we're using. I feel like if you've got those two rods, you're going to be able to cover all the techniques that we're going to talk about here in this series, and you're going to be able to fish very effectively for the walleye here in the Ozarks. So I hope that helps. Stick around. Next week we're going to have another video series, and we'll get into the different techniques that we're going to use. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next week.